Welcome to Ashtags, Practical Principles for Powerful People Passionate About Purpose. Okay, so Victor, what is the number one piece of advice you would give to a new investor?
A new investor, that's a very good one. Very good one. I think that, a lot of people are speculators or they want to speculate and think they're investing. So generally, investing shouldn't be very sexy. It should be very boring, right?
Mm.
So I say the definition of investment is, can you put money away and calculate a reasonable rate of return? So if I can put money away and I don't know what my reasonable rate of return, I don't know what a company is grown as a growth rate, whatever the case is, that's not really investing. It's meaning speculating,
Yes,
right? So I think most investors should not think about, they should not fall into the trap of FOMO. Just put money because they fear of missing out.
because
Uh,
other people are investing, so let me go and try something.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. 'Cause what I see most people do is they come to my office and say, Mr. Victor, I lost a lot of money in crypto. I lost a lot of money in this. I lost a lot of money in that. Because people always they have this tendency of speculating and doing what people are doing. That's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing is very hard to do for most people, but you've heard of the term buy low, sell high.
Mm-hmm.
That's the golden rule of investment.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, humans don't have the ability to really focus on buying low and selling high. For
Mm-hmm.
example, right now, I'm sure you've probably heard right now, everybody's on Bitcoin craze. Have you heard about that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right
Going
now,
into 2025. Yeah.
right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, where is Bitcoin right now? At the highest, right? So when
Mm-hmm.
you buy now, are you buying low or are you buying high?
You're buying
You're
high,
buying high,
and yeah, you don't know what can happen in the
right? So
next
what's the
day.
first one we said? Buy low and sell high.
Mm-hmm.
But a year and a half ago, Bitcoin was at the all-time low.
Mm.
Did you hear about Bitcoin then?
No. So
No.
people are going after popular things versus profitable
Fundamental,
things.
exactly, right? So generally, you buy low, and because we're not designed to do that, sometimes I don't want to fight against human nature.
Mm.
I want to walk along with it. So I recommend people to just invest in every market. It's called dollar cost averaging. Invest every month, whether it's up or down. If you want to choose Bitcoin, just keep buying it, right? So when it was at $30,000 per Bitcoin, whatever it is, you're buying some
Mm-hmm.
and you're buying now because you just don't know. But unfortunately, most people focus on they jump in when it's high because it's
Mm-hmm.
popular at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one. But one thing I really want to talk about again, Ashley, is that a big mistake I see people also make: the people try to get rich by investing,
Mm-hmm.
and they make a lot of mistakes that way. One of my biggest saying is that investing does not get you rich; income does.
Mm.
Investing keeps you rich.
Mm.
So I want people to actually really focus more on their incomes.
Mm-hmm.
How can I improve my skills, investing in yourself,
Mm-hmm.
to dial your income up high enough where you have a lot of money to invest in,
Mm-hmm.
right? So when people say, "Oh, I heard that the World Cup is coming to Houston, I want to invest." How much do you want to invest? I want to invest 20 grand. Even if you double 20 grand in 5 years, which is very good, that's 40 grand in 5 years. You're not going to get rich off of that,
Right.
right? So by the time your focus, your first focus is to have enough skills, if it's in whatever industry you are, where you are top 1% of that industry.
Mm.
The top 1% but in any industry means about 600 grand a year.
Mm.
That's where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're making that much money, investing will be the least of your problems because you're
Mm.
going to have enough to really invest to actually move the dial forward.
Yes, and then you get to see your money perpetuate through investing, but you know that you have enough like personal enterprise to keep that amount of money coming in. That
Spot
makes a
on.
lot of sense.
Spot on. It's very spot on.
Yeah. Okay, we're already learning a lot. Okay, so I would say I want you to think back to when you first decided to go into real estate, how you kind of went about doing your business. Is there anything that you would do differently if you could start again?
Ooh, that's tough. That's tough.
Some
I
self-reflection.
yeah, I know. Yes, 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 yes. I think there are a lot of things that I will believe I want to do differently. But again, I don't have any regrets
Mm.
because it's been a hell of a journey.
Mhm.
I've really enjoyed it. I've been very lucky that I've had a community that's rallied around me.
Mhm.
My family has really helped me out.
Mhm.
But well, for whoever wants to go into real estate, I'll say there are two ways to get into real estate, right? There's one way you can do it where you can build a system, processes that does not really depend on you as the realtor out there seeing people. You're gonna have team and those kind of things early on.
Mm-hmm.
But that's more transactional.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's more sustainable. You make more money that way, but it's more transactional and, in my opinion, less enjoyable.
Mm.
The way I've gone about it was building on my own. I call my awesome personality,
Yeah.
my being with
Being a
people.
people person,
I'm
that's
involved in it
definitely a strength.
exactly
Yeah.
right. So the downside with that is that it often depends on you to continue in the business, right? Because people want to talk to Victor, want to see Victor, want the Victor. So you can't scale as much when it's
So
there.
that's interesting. You can choose to kind of take a back seat, maybe give your the real estate company a name, but not really make it your name.
Exactly.
But then, or you could choose to kind of immerse yourself, be the real estate guy.
Exactly. So, for example, let's say nothing from Ashley from today. Let's just say you're not even a realtor, but you open a real estate company, you put some money behind it, hire 12 realtors, build a system where they're getting calls from Zillow, whatever the case is, and make money that way. Now, people don't know it's Ashley. They know all these realtors in the bottom, right? It's more costly. It's more sustainable too. You can do that because it's just plug and play. Someone leaves, another one comes in. Doesn't matter if Ashley's in there or not. But for me, as you've known me for all these years, is that the way I've done it has been beneficial with my own personal reputation, meeting people, and this kind of thing. And it fits my personality versus the other way. That's more engineer's brain, systems kind of things, right? So I wouldn't say I've done it differently, but I often reflect on what would have been if I had done it the other direction.
Yeah, that makes sense. Family, we are not done yet. Stay tuned for part 3 of the 2025 Wealth Outlook.